Hi, this is Michael DeSilvis. There's a debate brewing here in Mechanicsville, Virginia, where we live and work and play. And it has to do with regarding having a movie theater in Mechanicsville, Virginia. Now, there was some coverage about this thing back a few months ago. And so they got a page on Facebook, and it is residents who are opposed to Mechanicsville's movie theater, like having it built. It basically says responsible growth. It says, let's preserve the sense of community. It says the currency of new development and infrastructure. These are the points that are on the page. Transparent, deliberative, and informed planning process and procedures is what I would add there. No single project is considered in isolation. All right. Now this is called not here, not now is what they have here. Oppose the theater. And then it says a residence opposed to the theater. Now what I want to tell you, this is on Facebook, and I like this. It's like 251 likes here. So there's 251 people that are opposed to this plan. I was invited by a lovely lady by the name of what is her name? Lori Benton Carter. She is a lovely lady. Her views, I see her views, and I see what most views about people, what they think about this. They think it would cause a bottleneck. They think it would cause more crime and more pedophiles to come into the county, because it's where some of them like to prey on children, is at movie theaters. And they think it would cause more crime in the area. And it would also cause, a lot of congestion. But at the same time, don't you think that a plan that, people would come up with a plan that they would be able to, some way responsibly, be able to logistically, instructively be able to make a plan so there wouldn't be a lot of traffic. I can remember when the state fair came to town, which has been here over 50 years in Henrico. Of course, it ain't there now. It's in New Kent County now, but Caroline County, I'm sorry. But when it was there in Henrico County, everybody made a big spiff about it. But then when it was there, it brought more people there, it brought a lot of revenue in the county, and that's what I think it'll do here for Hanover. I think it'll bring a lot of revenue, and they'll make adjustments to the road and traffic, and they'll do planning there. I don't think they're oversighting it. I don't see where it would end the community. I know out here a lot of people know each other. A lot of people are close to each other. See, I see it from both sides. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm not for it. I see both sides. I see what your plans are, but I need to become more convinced in what this page can offer. So if any of y'all can tell me why you think absolutely that this theater should not be go in Hanover County, then I need to know why. You can sign and do your comments down below. Please keep them clean, because remember, kids do watch this program and this podcast, and it is a Christian podcast. So please keep it clean. And of course, I want to. Somebody here actually threatened to told somebody to take this down off of Facebook. That's what it says. They told them to take it down off of Facebook. I would remove this page, and of course, and they consider removed. That's what someone wrote in a comment. And this came from Shannon Brienne. She says this has nothing to do with the theater. I suggest you delete this page or change the name. I'll go ahead and remove myself. That's what it says, of course. And this was on December 5th, and this was recorded or put in there at 9:11 a.m. So that was just about a week ago. And of course, this is what it says. It says here in one of the items, it says, Virginia needs to do this. Governments can't charge for a look at public records, AG says. This is coming from a reporter. And it says, note, you must believe how much money we residents had to pay to request for the documents from Hanover County. Usually, from what I understand, from the Fairness of Information Use Act, that stuff should be available free to the public. So I don't know why they're charging a fee. That sounds a little like illegal, and that needs to be looked into, because information like this, if it's public records or works or public things, it should be free of charge. Usually, it usually is to the public, because it's called the Fairness and Information Act. Because I do broadcasting, and I do know that law. And when I get information for things, usually I don't have to pay anything for it. I just have to wait for it to come in the mail, or if it's done by electronic, but usually it's sent by mail, so it does take a little while. So anyway, it says, in a major victory for the citizens, it says they got somebody from Arizona, an attorney general. His name is Tom Home, has sharply constrained the right of public agencies to charge for access to public records. And, so I think that's wrong. I think it's, I think that's wrong what he did there, because that should be something that should be free, should be access to the public. People want to know about it. They have a right to know about it. So then it says here, in a formal option, Home, which is Tom Home, said, documents must, and of course I got to hit more. This is what he said in an interview. Documents must be subject to inspection at public offices without any charge at all. So basically, he's saying the same thing. I'm sorry, I was taking this wrong, Tom Home. I think you're a good guy now. I thought you were one of these kind of mavericks, but you seem like to be a sensible guy. So I think what you're doing is good, because that's what I thought. All public records should be free, not charged, not where you have to pay for it. So something's wrong with that. We need to look into that and find out why they charge people to get these records when they should have been free. All right. He goes on to say further, he says that applies to even if the agency has to make a copy to redact certain, meaning to take out certain private information. They're allowed to do that. They are. Home to make copies without having to pay a single dime. It should be free, or a fee. Also, Attorney Dan weighs in here. Barr, I guess it's Barr, Dan Barr, says this, who represents the First, I love this Christian stuff going on. I love this, the First Amendment of the Constitution, and he says this, he says, the opinion is a real game changer, you see, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it where you have to pay. And there's a link here that you can go to, and it's called http:// at AZST, I guess it's ustarnet.com/news/state hyphen regional governments with an S. Okay, it says can't, and then it goes on to say it's part of the link. It says can't under charge for a look at public records. That's where you can see the article, and it gives a bunch of numbers after that. So we're on the site on Facebook, and of course it says residents opposed to the Mechanicsville movie theater. That's going to be going up in Mechanicsville sometime in the near future. It does not have to do with the theater. We residents who were trying to obtain information about this process to draft the conditional use and permit have to request many documents from the county of Hanover. We volunteers paid for all of the necessary documents ourselves. Okay, and then it goes on. By attaining these very documents, we were able to make a case that the county has not done its due diligence or work in regards to this proposal. It says, if you take a look at our website, you will find copies of these very documents there. All right? And it says, in it, you'll find the following. And it gives you a list of things. It says, a document from Hanover County Department of Public Works and Development, which which advises the Hanover Department of, and it goes on. And then, it goes on. It just gives you a list. It says you'll find a document. Secondly, a document from the VDO, the VDOT, I guess, VDOT, which advises the Hanover County contract. A traffic impact analysis is also there because you got to have those necessary things in order to even consider a project of this magnitude. You got to have those things. And again, prior to the planning process. And 3, it says, and of course it goes on, but you can find this more out on Facebook. You go to Facebook. Let me go up here to the URL. So you can go right to it. It's www it's https www.facebook.com/Mechanicsville, and then it's got theater, and it's got question mark REF for reference equals, and it's got notify, I guess that's what that is, or notif, and it's got the and sign, and it says not if, and it says equals. But I think all you need is just www.facebook.com Mechanicsville Theater. That's all you need, and it'll come right up. So you can go there and you can cast your vote, and you can tell them, and you can say if you like it or you don't like it. You can say that you don't like it if you don't want it in Mechanicsville. I think a lot of people, some of this stuff might be hype, but some of it, you look into it more, there probably is a lot of truth to this, that there should have been some better planning that went into this. I don't think they really considered all the planning involved without looking at it all. And it also could threaten Mechanicsville. I see their point that Amy and others are making. But I also see the point that it could bring a lot of money to our county too. And also see where it could also help with the county too, because they're all trying to find ways on how to make money. And, with the way that things are getting higher and all, it might help the schools and things like that, and the roads as well. So, we got to think about that too. Maybe we're overreacting a bit. But, at the same time, I see all your points and arguments. I really do. But I also see their points. I see it both sides. But, you all tell me what you think down below in the comment section here on YouTube. I'd love to hear your point. This is Michael DeSilvas reporting from DeSilvas Media. Love to hear what you have to say. Keep it clean, remember, because kids do watch this channel.